Okay. Here we go. All right. Oh, Denise is on too. And Sandra. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Oh, look who's Tanya's here. Winston's here.
Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Julie. William. Lily. Oh, wow. Look at everybody coming on. The time change. I guess you guys got the last minute notice. Oh, thank you for popping on. Oh, wow. Look at this. Tanya's here.
Hello, everyone.
All
How are
right.
you?
Good.
Awesome. Thanks for taking your time and getting on.
No, thank you, Robert. Hello there. How are you doing?
I am blessed and highly favored. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Okay, I'll keep adding people as they come on. So
Yeah. All right. Okay.
so whenever you're ready.
Okay. Well, I'm so excited to see all of you here today. You know, and from all over the world. We have South Africa, Dubai, Nigeria, Bangkok, and all over the United States in the house. So thank you so much. And if you want to click on the little button below that where the chat is, if you want to go in there, and why don't you tell us where you're from and what time is it where you are, since we had a big issue with the time change today. But anyway, I just want to give big hugs to each one of you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join in today. And if everyone will mute your microphones, there's a little picture of a microphone and a video. And when you get the little red line through it, you'll know that you muted it. So let's get started, folks. You guys are in for a real treat. We're going to learn from a legendary gentleman. He's the author of How Is That Working For You and Shackled to Free. Both books are available on Amazon. And Robert has built many big organizations with a variety of companies. And he has over 33 years of experience of helping people become successful. So I hope all of you will take it to heart, the wisdom that Robert is going to impart on you. Make sure you have a pen and paper handy because you're going to want to take notes. I love this man and I'm so happy to introduce you to him. So without further ado, I present to you my mentor, my friend, Robert Hollis.
Well, thank you so much, Deborah. I really appreciate you. And I thank each and every one of you for taking the time to get on here. I'll get direct to the point and share exactly with you what we are. You know, tomorrow, believe it or not, it will be 34 years that I've been doing marketing. And prior to that, I was an auto mechanic. And I was just really good at doing exactly what I was told to do. Go out there and get good grades. I messed up right away. I didn't find out until later on in life when I was in my mid-20s that I was dyslexic. And so in my time when I went to school, they just knew that I didn't know how to pronounce things. So it was funny. They would ask, show the TH sound. And I would go, you know, and they would say, so what word is this? And it was THE. And I'd go, it's the. And they go, okay, so what word is this? And they would show thumb. And I would say tum. To me, on the flashcard, the H disappeared. It was in a different place. So I grew up in a special class. Did you guys ever know any kids in your school that were in a special class? So I didn't know, Lauren said me, you know, I just knew then that I was special, but in a good way. So I got to ride the short bus and it was just what it is, right? And so then all of a sudden what happened to me is someone said one nice thing to me. And I grew up I got taken away from my parents when I was 13 years old. And there was all kinds of awful stuff in my childhood. But one guy said, you know what? Wow, you're really good with your hands. Did you fix that bicycle? Did you fix that mini bike? And I said, yes, sir. And he goes, you should be a mechanic. You're really good with your hands. And it's amazing how you can have one person say something good about you. And that ended up being my career. And so that's what I did. I went to trade school. I became a mechanic and everything was going great until I got hurt on work and got put on workman's comp. And now my income went from $4,000 a month to $900 a month, and I lost everything. And so I'm having people tell me that I couldn't support my weight with my knee. So they said I had to learn to do something different. Now, how many of you, if you were told whatever way you're making money right now no longer exists, like long distance, just overnight, hey, there's no long distance, you know? So it's like, oh my God. So I'm being bold here, but I was just, you know, praying to God every day, please, please, if I don't care what I got to do, I'll learn something else. And I met a gentleman that he showed me his check and it was $62,000. And he was like 3 years older than me. And I went, what did you do before this? And he said, oh, I installed car stereos and I put tires on and off cars. And I was going, oh my God, I'm going to be a millionaire. Because I knew, and that was the second guy in my life that said, you can do this. Every one of you can learn a different language. Every one of you can learn a different language. Every one of you can learn to play a musical instrument. All it takes is a decision. Then you got to practice. Oh my God, don't we hate practicing? And each day you'll get gooder and gooder. So if someone else did it, then you can do it as well. So I want to do the same thing that my mentor did to me. So the first thing I'm going to do is really quickly. It's so exciting. We just got paid, and the only reason that I'm showing you this is not to brag in any way, shape, or form. The only reason that I'm showing you this is why should you invest your time, and why should you invest your money and doing something different. So to think that my wife and I, what was it, 32 months ago, tomorrow will be 34 years for me, and also on almost the same date, my wife and I there'll be our 32nd month. So you click on dashboard here of the company and everything's live time. And so you can see we got over 13,000 customers. We have 16,600 affiliates. I have 3,783 people on auto ship. And in 32 months, we made 2.1 million. Now, how many of you, if you could make an extra $2 million or 2.1 million in the next, 2.5 years, would it change your life at all? And here's my saying. I know you can do this. I'll show you exactly what I did, every single thing I did. But just like learning a language, the first thing that you got to do is you got to make a decision to get started. And we'll show you all the different ways that you can get started. So like I said, you look at so far, we're talking about the 5th of the month, and we're already at 192,000 in volume. That just, every time I see that, it's just nuts. So I'm going to go to earnings here, and we get paid 8 different ways. So when you look at here today, so the last 30 days we made 175,000. Today we got paid 73 grand. And you can see here we had one day where we already have made over 6 figures in one day, 111,000 in one day. So when you look, it's very, very consistent, so it jumps up here and it goes across. And you can see how consistent it is. And this is called residual income. But if I go back to 2018, this is when we started. Our first check was $0. Our second check was $70. Here we made $5,300, and I'll show you how we did that. So how many people can see that? Yeah, we started just like you with nothing. And then it finally got up here where we're making, 29,000. And then you go to 2019, and now all of a sudden we're at 50,000. And now today, we're making over 100,000. So how many of you believe that if you made a decision to speak a different language, do you think you would be better 2.5 years from now than you are today? If anyone fails at anything in life, it's because they stop practicing. I don't know if you guys know this, but I've tried to lose weight ever since I hurt my knee. And I bought a Bowflex, I bought a treadmill, I bought a sauna, I bought an elliptical, and none of them work. I'm just telling you, don't buy them. They don't work. And some of you are laughing, and why are you laughing? Because you go, Robert, do you get on it every day? No. Do you get on it every week? No. So things don't work if you don't work them. Does that make sense? It's very, very, very simple. So the one thing I want to show you, there's 8 ways that we get paid. And the first way that we get paid is if you get involved in this company, get back with the person that told you about the company, ask them to get a pre-enroll link. And what you need to do is put your name and your email address in there, pre-enroll, and really follow the instructions closely and activate your position for free. I'll say that again. Activate your position for free. There may be some people that watch this video recorded, and the first thing you're going to say to Debra or whoever invited you to this video, well, I don't have any money. You don't need any money. It's funny how people don't listen. They don't follow instructions, right? So these are our weekly checks, the $1,200, the $1,500, the $1,300, the $332. These checks are what is called Jumpstart. And you can get started for free, activate your position for free, and then start sharing your links on social media and also in group chats. Immediately start sharing it in Facebook Messenger. I built our whole entire organization from Facebook and Zoom. So how many people find that's pretty easy to do? Right? And so I want to show you why you want to find the best people. A lot of people think they got to learn to do this. No, you have to introduce it to people that are better than you. So if I click right here where we made 70,000, there's 2 parts we get paid here. This is residual. Residual income, I did not understand as an auto mechanic. But residual means once you introduce some people to the 106 different products and services this company has, if the people try the product with a money back guarantee and they like it, they'll probably keep using it. So this is the money that my wife makes. She asked me to help her. This is my wife's money, not my money. I'm just a house husband. And very happy to be one, right? And so how many of you can imagine $40,000 a month coming in from satisfied customers that buy from you every month? It just works, all right? This one's the one that really excites me that most companies don't pay. It's called a matching bonus. This basically means that I can take the time to go out and help people get a residual check, and then the company pays me for helping them get the check. So this one here is Candice Bird Davis. So she's only making $25,600 a month. How many people get? So you don't have to do as good as me. You can just do as good as Candice, right? And the company pays us $7,600 a month off Candice's check. So listen really closely, you guys. There's a girl in my new group called Kristen Woodman. And Kristen Woodman was working 100 hours a week. Her and her husband managed 3 CrossFit gyms. And she said, Robert, I don't have any time. And I said, listen, find people that are wanting to make 6 figures plus a year, introduce them to me, and I'll do the rest. And she introduced me to a girl named Deanna Stevenson, her and her husband, Phil. They got in, went out and made 50K. She's an executive in the company. And she's made $250,000 with me in 2.5 years. And all she did is introduce me to one person. Let that sink in because of this matching bonus. So you can see you get 30% on your first level, 20% on your second. So you see here, you know, Tomas, this is my group in Hungary. I'm so proud of him. He continues to just fly up the scales. And then here's Kristen again, Kristen Woodman, the lady I talked about. And so you get paid 20% on your second level. And then you also, then the next level is you get paid 10% on your third level. And this goes down 10 levels deep. So you can help people, and look at all these people. All these checks that you see here are people that got paid today. And so when you add them all up, there's over 400 people that me and Terry match. And that is the other $30,000. So I want you guys to understand that you too can do this. One last thing I'll share with you, and then we'll go in, is once you activate, you get to go to the free system. I've never in 33 years, I've never had a company that gave us a free marketing system that's also on an app that you get for free. And most everything that we buy now is through some kind of advertisement. Can you imagine how hard this business was 33 years ago with no internet, no social media, no free marketing? Everything I had to do was face to face. Now today, people buy stuff from Amazon and it comes to your house or whatever country you're in. So to think that you can grab, here's all our brands, and you can really quickly just grab one of these brands, say it's natural oils, and you just can click on the link. And there it is. And you can copy this link and post it on social media. Now, how many people think that's pretty difficult? If it is difficult, watch this. You can click on this F right here. And what it'll do is it'll populate it in Facebook. You don't have to put anything out on here. Some people, this is where they mess up. They talk too much. So they put a bunch of stuff on here instead of just clicking on my story and posting. And now the last part comes is training. So you not only see the websites that are on the brands here, but look at all these capture pages. And again, these are all available on the app. So you can share it on Twitter, you can share it on LinkedIn, you can email it to people. How many of you have ever seen an advertisement and clicked on it? Have any one of you seen a commercial and it said, you know, go here and you went there? I mean, everyone thinks this is so difficult. It's not difficult. I made a joke with my wife today. My wife bought a brand new Tesla. A brand new Tesla X. It's being made right now. So we have to install this thing on the wall to charge our car. And Terry said, who do you think can do that? And I'm not joking with you guys. I'll never, ever even exaggerate a little bit. And I said, Mountain Electric. She goes, did you go on the internet and find them? I said, no, I remember their commercial where this guy runs out of a hotel saying, oh my God, my wife's having a baby. Can someone help me? And this guy goes, I can. And they're running down the hallway. And before they go into a hotel room, he looks at him and goes, you're a doctor? And he goes, no, I work for Mountain Electric. That advertisement stuck in my head. And now we need some electrical work. Who am I thinking about? This person that took the time to post stuff and get it in front of our eyeballs. Does that make sense to everyone? So just that simple. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. Oh, I knew where I was going. Sorry. So a lot of people go, where can I learn to do this business? Okay. Training. If you were going to learn a different language, wouldn't you have to go through training? Yes. So not only do I do live training every Saturday, but if you go to roberthollis.com/free, you'll see all the recordings that I've done since I started this company under Tribe Mastermind. And you will see the first training I did when I had nobody in my group, and the training that I recently did on how I'm making this simpler and simpler and simpler. So we're here to just hold your hand and show you how to do it. So that is really simple on how simple this business is. Now, why do people fail? They overthink. That's all we do. So you go, have any one of you ever seen someone speak a different language? I think it's the most fascinating thing in the world. I've been all over the world. And there's nothing funner than sitting with a group of people and all of a sudden, Tanya, the person walks up and then she looks at them and goes, blah, 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 blah. And they go, blah, 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 blah. And right away, I'm sitting there and I'm going, man, how many of you agree when you see someone speak a different language? What is the next thing that you say? There's two things that we always say. We go, Tanya, how many languages can you speak? And if she says 2, 3, 4, see, she put 3. Don't all of you just go, that is just so cool. What's the second thing that we say? I've always wanted to learn a different language. Don't we? Man, I've always wanted to learn a different language. Do it. Decide, make a commitment, find a teacher, learn, practice, and one day everyone's going, oh my God, you know a different language? The language I want to teach you is how to make income through leverage and residual. 34 years ago, I never even knew what those two words were. And I sure couldn't have spelled them. If I was on a whiteboard, I'd still have trouble spelling them. So you can get with the person that introduced you to this. Is it worth it? Yes, it is. If you could just generate enough income to start paying a credit card down. How many of you remember when you got your first credit card? There's two other steps that you guys need to get when you get a credit card. One, it's weird. You pay the card off and they send you a letter. And the letter says, hey, Julie, we extended your credit. Now, some of you, if you haven't experienced, we're raising your credit limit, I need that to happen for you. Because it puts you in a really nice place. Then other companies start sending you credit cards. And you start using them and you pay them off, and then they raise your limits on those. So how many of you would just like to work to get debt free? What would that make you feel like? How many people in the world right now are struggling from COVID? We can do this from the privacy of our home. We can do it off a phone and use it anywhere. So this is the right time at the right place. Learn this and everyone around you. So money doesn't buy happiness. We all know that, right? So what if I told every one of you, if you sent me an email after this webinar, if you send me an email, I'll send you $1,000 on PayPal or whatever app that you use. Because it won't make you happy. Or would it? Isn't that crazy? Well, money doesn't buy happiness. I don't know who in the hell started saying that. Because it's not true. It's not true. Does it make you a better person? No. But most of you, it will make you a better person. You want me to prove it? How many of you at one time in your life had extra money? Just a little bit of extra money. Did you immediately buy something for someone you loved? Did you immediately take out your family and friends to a meal and said, don't worry about it, I'll pay for it? Did you give a little, see, look at you, every one of you are smiling right now. Did you go to church? And if you do, you felt a little more thankful, so you tithed a little more? Money only does two things for us. It allows us to have more choices in our lives, and it allows us to give to help other people. 34 years ago, I couldn't give 10% of my income because my mentality was broke. I didn't think that I could afford to tithe 10%. Today, I live on 10%. And I give 90% away. How many of you have ever heard that there's more joy in giving than receiving? Oh my God, it's true. And once I got out of my situation, I spent the rest of my life trying to get other people out of this situation. It's all about freedom for me. If just one person that's listening to this decides to do this and says, if Robert can do it, I can do it. If Deborah can do it, I can do it. If William can do it, I can do it. If just one of you change your life, then all this time we spent together is worth it. So get with the person that invited you here, pre-enroll, activate your position, and start learning to share this on social media. If you don't know how to activate, get back with the person that invited you and say, listen, I need a little help, and let them do a Zoom and let them show you how to do exactly what we just shared here. Everything in life is easy. It's just easier not to. That's the sad thing. I have got on my elliptical and listened to some personal development, and it's really not a bad thing. But every day I get a reminder, hey, Robert, it's time to work out. And I go, maybe tomorrow. So I thank you very much. What we're going to do is Deborah, I'm going to let you say a few words, and I'll answer a few questions if you guys have them. And I know that some people wanted to ask some questions, and I recorded this, and I will make sure to send the link to Deborah. And please reach out to Deborah and ask her for the link, and you guys can share this privately. Do not share it publicly. You see what I mean? Don't post it on social media, because I shared with you what I make. And governments in certain countries think that's wrong. I can't tell you that. I can tell you that I can teach you a different language. People can tell you that they can show you how to lose weight. But the government gets a little upset when they have people like me that can share with you not to have a job. Interesting. So please don't share it publicly, but privately, you can send it to as many people as you can. So Deborah, back to you. Oh, There you go.
Thank you. Sorry, I was
No
muted.
problem.
Okay, so one thing I do want to say, a lot of you sent me a private message, and it was so funny. Everybody was like, how did you get Robert Hollis to go on a call with you today? And I want to tell you something. I just reached out and I asked him, would you, I go, people want to see you and want to hear, want to meet you. And so I asked, and do you know what? You know what, how simple it was? He wrote back, let's do it. I mean, it was that simple. So he gave me the time he had available, and I put the word out to you, and here we are, voila. So when Robert was talking, a verse in the Bible came to my mind about that God is no respecter of persons. So I just want you to know that Robert Hollis, he's not influenced by your rank or your power or your wealth. He has a genuine passion to help anyone succeed in life that has ears to hear and is ready to learn. So
Amen.
don't be afraid to reach out to him. I promise you, you won't regret it. And so with that, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you guys are. I'll let Robert have the rest. And thank you all for joining in. I'm sure you got some value, and I can't wait to hear from you.
Does any of you have any quick questions? Okay. Lauren or Julie? I don't know which one you are.
Lauren.
Hi, Robert. Thank you for your time today. Lauren, I was just curious, how did you just start the process? Where did you feel that you comfortable, or because I'm not too familiar with Facebook, but I want to start there. I know we can reach a lot more people and help a lot more people that way. So just as you said before, I'm kind of all over the place. I think too much about what I should or shouldn't do. But how did you personally start?
How I personally start is I didn't care if people were my friends or they were asking to be my friend or they were followers. All I did is I immediately went on Facebook and I just started sharing with people, and I'd say, hey, Lauren, I hope this message finds you and yours blessed and safe during these uncertain times.
That's it. Just
a peak of interest is very simply is getting a conversation started.
Okay.
That would start the conversation. The next step is I love connecting with people by giving them a gift. So I'd say, Lauren, listen, during some very bad times over 30 years ago, a gentleman shared a book with me, and I'd like to give it to you for free. It helped me with my mentality and everything. And the book that I share with people is The Science of Getting Rich, and I do it in a PDF format. So if you guys reach out to me on Facebook, I'll give you that PDF. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to Debra, and she can just forward it to you. Try to do this. Don't send a link, because Facebook doesn't like links. They don't want people leaving Facebook. So if you send them a PDF, they can actually do that. But if some of you have people that have phones where people can't download the PDF, just upload it on Google Drive. It's free. And then you can share that link to them if they can't take that down. Now, Lauren, when someone gets a gift from people, that changes their mind. That changes who they are. So I could walk up to you, Lauren, and I hope no one's offended. And I could walk up to Lauren and I could do it face to face and said, Lauren, I was wondering if you want to go on a date with me. It's like, that's weird. I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
But if I walked up to Lauren and I said, wow, Lauren, you really have a beautiful smile, and then I handed her a rose.
You got a date.
I don't know why, Lauren, people want to pitch people without giving them a gift first. So that's what I do. When they say, thank you for the gift, then I could say to Lauren, listen, I was wondering if you could do me a huge favor. I'm working with a company right now that's really helping people during these bad times. And I was wondering if you knew of anyone that may be interested in making some extra income from the privacy of their home. Is it okay if I send you the link So you can watch the videos from the CEO. And once you watch the videos, Lauren, I know for a fact you're going to know some people we can help. Sure. I've been doing that for 33 years.
Wow.
So when I got involved in this company, my wife asked me to help her. I pre-enrolled in 2 weeks, 320 people. Now, did that take a little bit of time? Yeah. Do I care? No. Out of those 320 people, 80 of them bought product. Some bought one product. Some people bought, what is it? Executive Pro. And out of those 80 people, we did 27,000 in volume. My wife hit 25K in 2 weeks, and she made over 10,000 in her first 30 days. Now, some of you are going, there's no way I could pre-enroll 320 people. Then do 150. Oh my God, I can't do 150. Then do 75. I can't do 75. Do 30. You don't need to make 10 grand your first 30 days. Or do you? See, I knew if I put all my effort in as hard as I could work for my first couple of weeks, that I would generate a rank and an income where now my presentation's a lot simpler. Because now I could reach out to you. Hey, Lauren, I hope this message finds you during this time, being blessed and safe. Yeah, thank you very much. Hey, I got a gift that I can give you that sort of changed my mindset. I hope it helps you. Oh my God, thank you. Lauren, I made 10 grand last month.
Thank you.
And I'm looking for people that would be interested in doing that. See, I never directly approach anybody. I always ask them to do me a huge favor and introduce me to people they know. Now, I know some of you, I might be freaking out right now because you're doing business a little different. Again, aren't we in times of COVID? Yeah.
Yes.
So if all of a sudden I reached out to Lauren and said, hey, Lauren, I just started my own company. I'm going to be a millionaire really soon, and I need you to buy this from me. No.
Yeah.
That's like me walking up to her without giving her a gift and say, hey, you want to go on a date with me? No.
Yeah.
But this product is the best in the world. I don't care. They're not going to tell you, I'm very uncertain right now. I'm laid off. I don't know if I'm getting my job back. I'm sort of worried with the stuff that's happening around the world. And I need to sort of hoard my money. They're not going to tell you that. So they just say, no, thank you. That's all. This is not for me. Well, what about this product? You want to buy this product? No. How about this one? See, most people lead with the product who during these times are going, well, I got up this morning. I'm really uncertain about my future. You know what I need to do? I need to buy something from Lauren. That was the word that I got from the Lord. It just cracks me up that people just, and it's because they're not doing it. They're not, I have this theory, not theory, but the way I was taught. How would I act if, and how would I feel if? Okay. Have any one of you ever gotten a message on a social media and Facebook and it said, hello?
Yeah.
You went, no. So you do that, Lauren, and the rest of you were shaking your heads. Where are you from? Ain't happening. Block, delete. So then what do? You do the same damn thing. Oh my God, I was thinking about you today, William. And here's a link. No. So I hope that helped you guys out. So now I do got to go. What a great question. How many people are glad that Lauren asked that? Lauren, what I'll do is if you send me a private message, I'll send you the exact script. You see that I'll shorten it up, but I send you that. And here's another thing that's going to be difficult for you guys, but you got to get over your overthinking. Try to leave the messages with the voice messenger. Golly, people just send text to people. I can guarantee you if you reach out to people and say, Edna, I was thinking about you today. I hope this message finds you and yours blessed and safe during these crazy times. I'm telling you guys, people that stop typing and start doing audio messages, you watch. I got a girl right now that I'm training. She's never done this marketing before. And she goes, the messages that I'm getting back from people are bringing me to tears. Because the messages usually come back and go, wow, thank you so much. I really needed to hear that. It has been sort of crazy times. And your message really cheered me up today. Thank you so much. So some of you are going to go, oh, I can't use my voice. What if you were going to learn the language?
Yeah.
Got to use your voice. Your voice is more powerful than your typing. So thank you very much, Lauren. Thanks for asking the questions. I got to get going, but I really enjoyed this time with you guys. How many people can't wait to get the link to this video and start sending it to people? And like Debra said, I'm looking at you in the face and you got to hear me. You can do this. If no one's giving you permission to be successful, fulfilled, happy, and help others, people always go, I don't know what I'm called to do. I don't know what my purpose is. Your purpose is to help other people smile. That's what your purpose is. You plant those seeds and you will get a harvest. I guarantee it. So you can do this. I love you. I appreciate you. I give you permission to succeed in life. You're a miracle. There's no one on this planet that's got your DNA. You were created to create. If you trust it and don't think and follow your heart, your life will change so fast, it will blow your mind. Stop thinking and just start connecting with people. What if you're the only person that reached out to 300-400 people and all you did is encourage them with an audio message and introduce them to the science of getting rich, and they read it and they change their whole entire life, like Rhonda Byrne did when she wrote The Secret, or Bob Proctor, or Robert Hollis. 34 years ago, right after a knee surgery, a guy that I worked for walked up and said, Robert, you need to read this book. And it was the lowest time of my life. Lowest time of my life. I told my wife, that's been my wife now for over 30 years. I told my girlfriend, listen, you know, you need to find someone that can take care of you and support you because I can't. I sent her away. I read that book, put my head down, introduced 70 people 34 years ago, got a $10,000 check, bought a ticket, and flew back to Montana from California and proposed to her. Things can change flipping fast. All right. I love you guys. Debra, thank you so much. Everybody give Debra a hand for putting this together. So awesome. And nice to see you.
Robert. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. We love you. Thank you.
God bless. Have a great day. Give you guys all an air hug.
Love you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.